Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about something I've mentioned before, somewhat, and it's about people who are more on the histrionic side. The narcissistic histrionic blend is the way I see them. They have narcissistic behaviors and histrionic behaviors, and they kind of blend them together. It's not a diagnosed in any kind of personality disorder, but they also have this sense of entitlement, and they do the whole thing, as I've said so many times, the thing of playing the victim. They play as though they are the ones who are being victimized, and they victimize other people, but the ones they are victimizing, or the ones who, I'll get into that, they make them seem like they're really awful people. Okay, because they play the victim, and the people they're claiming are victimizing them are horrible people. Well, they're not. They're not. Okay, that's why I say playing the victim. So, okay, I have seen this more than once, more than one person. In my lifetime, I have seen people with this narcissistic histrionic blend for my whole lifetime, as far back as I can remember as a child. And so I've seen it. I have definitely seen it. So I know the score. I know how they work it and all that stuff. Definitely many years. But what they will do, okay, they expect. I just mentioned this in a different video, that they expect that their greatness, they're this royal highness. I have a video about this. They're, her royal highness type, and they expect everybody to glorify them, to see them as they're so intelligent. I'm trying to use this voice. They're so intelligent that that everybody should praise them. And everybody should believe them. And they'll say things, I'm talking like on video or in person, it doesn't matter. But what they do is that, say you're watching a video, they're doing a live stream, like I said, I just did a video on this, something like this. And they're spewing out a bunch of misinformation. I mean, seriously, unhealthy kind of things. And like, everybody should be listening to them and following their lead, and they, make these things, state these things that could hurt people if they listen to them. Okay. Now, if somebody comes in and, like it's on live stream, you can leave, people chat with one another, on text. I think many people already know how that works. But they'll say, don't tell people that. Don't tell people they should not wear masks. Who are you to dare to tell people they should not wear masks? It's mandatory in a lot of places. And plus, who are you to tell them that it's not going to help them? That's not like the scientists. The scientists say it will, help, to reduce the chance of getting COVID-19. But they're spewing this of, it doesn't, blah, 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 because they're conspiracy theorists. And or they're just mean girls, and or they don't care. And for some, it could be that they're psychopathic and they're just telling people this because they like that. They like the thought that somebody might die. You see? People really need to think. Why would somebody be doing that? Now, that person who come in there and say, hey, you need to stop that. And plus, some would think of that as medical advice. And from what I last heard or understood, that's illegal. So, anyway, but they love to tell people what they should do as though they're the gurus, and that everybody should know that they are experts. They are better than the scientists. They know more than the scientists. They know stuff of everything, about every issue. Yeah. And that everybody should praise them. So that person that comes in and says, no, I'm not, you're wrong. However they say it nicely, with mean-spirited or whatever, that, just say, let's say a nice person comes in and says something. No, they cannot have that. and say that they have a lot of people who do this over time. A lot of people telling them they should not be doing this. This is wrong. They have summed this type up. And the histrionic ones will sum those up as haters, as trolls, and they'll make sure they usually have the same script. It's like, if you don't like what I say, just don't watch. I can't understand people who will watch channels that they don't like. I can't understand people who will just sit their time to leave mean comments. You see how they're playing the victim and they're turning it around on the person who's telling them you're wrong. You see, they hate being told they're wrong. And they will play that victim, and they'll say that other person is bad. And they keep going on and on. You know, these people, they just don't have a life. They're not happy with their lives. So they have to come and take it all out on me. No, they're just telling you, you're doing something wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Stop. They're just haters. You know. And seriously, they can be dangerous with this crap. You know, telling people what to do with their health even. Man. I'm looking down at my notes here. But anybody who has an opposing view. Oh, no, no, no. You cannot have an opposing view. Or they'll attack that person, say that person has an opposing view. And they'll sit there and say, I want proof. Right now, you want to come in my video, in my live chat and try to take over the conversation? You better show me proof. Well, where's your proof? Where is the histrionic's proof? There is none. There is none. But some of them actually have the nerve to think that all the proof they need is to watch somebody else's video who said such. You know, they went out for confirmation bias, and that person making the video is no more of a scientist than you are. You know, no more of a scientist, an expert on that thing than the histrionic woman is, or man. It can be men. It is sometimes men. I know of one. But they are no more of a scientist. They are no more of an expert, because, for one thing, anybody who's a professional, like, you know, a scientist, they know that there might be somebody else out there that has an opposing view, and they might be right. Or some people just have different ways of looking at things, and neither of them are wrong. And nobody's wrong. But these, they are the only right ones, and they get so mean girl, a mean boy, when somebody says, no, you're wrong. And some things, yes, you can be wrong about. Yes, but they, no. Okay, but anyway, like I said, they will badmouth the person who's the opposing person. They'll badmouth them, and anybody who's really ever studied debate will, if you're actually debating, that if you attack the person, you've lost the debate. Okay, but that is so long now that nobody cares. I think a lot of it's because of politics. You know, how they'll attack one another's person instead of the issues. Some will, not all. We need to get back to that, where you discussing and debating the issues and not the person. Unless, of course, the person has done something really wrong. Harmful. Against the law. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, I thought I'd come out and do a little video on this. Lately, I've been having so much trouble for over a month now, I think, with technology. Oh my! Well, for the most part, it has been months with a certain way the Wi-Fi works. Oh, what an issue! But having to learn things, change things around different ways, constantly changing because of technology. During a pandemic, we already have enough that we're having to change. So I don't need all that. But I've been having a lot of trouble, so hopefully this will upload and do me right. But anyway, I just wanted to mention this one. But what do you think? How do you see it? Do you know anybody like that? I mean, it doesn't have to be somebody that's on live stream on a video. You know, videos can be on many platforms these days. I've seen more and more, it seems like, coming up. And so it doesn't have to be on any particular one, you know, social media platform. And it can be somebody in person who is like that. Anybody who opposes that person's view is going to be verbally attacked, verbally abused, you know, and just attacked. So, anyway, what about you? What's your experience? I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.